Hello, hello. A little bit of an unexpected stream, but I was able to, thanks to a Steam sale, get Call of Cthulhu, which is a game I've been wanting to stream since I started streaming 3 years ago. So we're gonna play that tonight, and hopefully, if I have the energy, I'm gonna do it in all the days leading up to Halloween. As you can see, we're doing a candlelight stream today, make it extra spooky. And we're gonna get into this. I have not played this, at all. As you can see. So we're gonna start a new game, and backseating is allowed. I will be monitoring chat on my phone. So feel free to give tips and suggestions. Let's get into this. Peter's veteran First World War drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He's now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Some hot tea here. I'm so excited to play this. Let's get into this. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who, in his callousness, can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Well, that's a lot of blood. Oh, I hope that high pitch isn't gonna keep happening a lot, because that's gonna bother me. Game saved. I just started, though. Can I go back? I want to go back into there. Wait, how did I just come through there? That was just a bunch of water in there. Light. Again, more guts. And blood. That's a lot of blood. Dang, I can't move the things with my body? Well, shit. Let's see. Stop. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Okay, let me just grab this then. Bolt cutter. Ooh, can I go on the boat? Oh, hello. That's a big boy. Can I jump? No, I cannot. And I can't get on the boat. Damn it. Why am I so slow? Can I run? I can. Ha! Take that.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
What the fuck? That is a deep voice. Can I go this way? What is this way? This is the thing I couldn't come through earlier. got something caught in my throat or some shit. Oh, that's a cool lamp. Why does it sound like people are singing?
What a putrid offering.
Is that a whale? No! I'm gonna kill whoever killed that whale.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Whee! That's a lot of candles. What's in here? Nothing. Why are there bars then? Can I see through this? No, I cannot. Well, kinda. Oh, I can see people. Well, let's go through.
Behold. Everything has already been written.
Why don't they have faces? Why do they look like fucking Voldemort?
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
If you can't hear me, let me know. And I'll adjust the volume settings. Oh. Scary man.
I hate whiskey.
Then why the fuck did you drink it?
I used to be an avid reader.
What's in here? Can I not interact with anything?
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I have business here to attend to. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Husband never understood his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Our owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things.
Doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now, their effect has been wearing off. Okay.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Oh. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, again, I hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? I've got to turn off the fan. There we go. Okay. Spot hidden. What? Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving the skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object that will not appear in game. Oh, an undiscovered object will not appear in game. Eloquence. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving the skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms, or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving the skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object and of picking locks. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving the skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Okay, so these are the only two that I have 1 out of 5 in. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Finally, we have occultism. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts, and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. Medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Okay. Sanity. Mental trauma. Nightmare. Here, sanity. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian? I think that's how you pronounce it. Mind. You conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Okay, so we got mental trauma. Don't we all? Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse Argonne offensive. He is one of few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies. The soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. I would too. Darkwater. Pierce Investigations Agency. My private detective agency, contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment. Nothing of this. Nothing of this. Inventory. Lighter. My old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Lost Battalion 10-7-18. Where's the... Okay. Okay. Hello? Do I want to drink? What is this? Have a drink or don't drink? What should I do? I mean, you just said you hate whiskey. And why the fuck are you drinking it? Hang on, can I put a poll in the chat? I don't know how to put a poll in the chat. Anyways, let's not drink for now.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh. Oh, I have 8 character points. I can't add anything to these. Alright. Oh, wait, no, I can. Can I? Okay. So, what should I add to? Occultism. I mean, this game is all about the occult. Should I add stuff to the occultism in medicine? Huh. Let's see. I could do 2, 4, and 2. What if I do that? And the next thing I can add to eloquence and psychology. Okay. I hope this is the right choice, because can't go back.
Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you
How
come to me,
fucking dare?
it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Okay, let's do this. Spooky.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got?
Oh, jeez.
The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Okay.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Why does that look like me? The shipping label, some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address, Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room. and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic incident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah to Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life where they're with their only son Simon. I apologize. I'm a little bit dyslexic. Nothing on the back. Okay. Okay.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Shouldn't take this painting lightly. I read about her mental fragility on the police report. Where did Sarah Hawkins live? Find out about Warehouse 36. Something's not right.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr.
I
Pierce.
didn't realize that if I
You
pressed
must
the
find
space
out
bar,
the
that
truth
happens.
about her life and death.
Okay. Where did she
Darkwater.
live?
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Hang on just a moment. Just making sure everything is running smoothly. Okay.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Why is this one not greened out? Can I do it again?
The sender's label mentions...
That's right.
And you think your daughter...
That is what go to Dark.
Okay.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case.
Okay.
I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Something's queer. That's me.
Dark.
Leave for Darkwater. Find out about Darkwater. Okay, so we got Stephen Webster, age 63, occupation businessman. A wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area. Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I investigate the death. Is that proper grammar? I don't know. Let's continue. In order that I investigate his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins, the man accepts neither refusals nor inconvenient truths. He is ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. Charles Hawkins. Okay, so that wasn't me in the picture. That was her husband. Charles Hawkins, age 41, occupation ship owner. Deceased. I love that his picture's grayed out because he's dead. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater, the heir of a shipowner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip to Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins, age 33, occupation painter, deceased. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe, was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress, known for her party-going, chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. There we go. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers, and no one heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued to seek the truth. But finally, Simon Hawkins, age 11, occupation schoolboy, deceased, the only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins. He died in the fire that claimed his whole family. Art of Sarah Hawkins. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are a testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Okay. We already read that. Painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and child. I didn't even notice the child. Threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that it is linked to the death of his daughter. That's cool looking, though. I would hang that on my wall. Okay.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
That looks like a... I don't even know. It makes me think of a whale or a fish or something. Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants The sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to dark water.
Why are there so many fucking bottles of whiskey when he hates whiskey? Okay, last chance to drink the whiskey. Do I drink it? Drink or don't drink? I'm not gonna drink it. Oh.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders.
Do
That isn't
it?
courage.
Okay. I'll do it. Here you go. Have a drink. This will affect your destiny. Fuck. I'm scared. Leave. Is my dog in the room? No, he's outside. He's just scratching at my damn door. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father as a disturbing painting on the shipping label and address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. This place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Itchy. Takes forever to load, damn. Okay, enter madness. Focus Home Interactive presents a game by Cyanide Studio.
We're almost there.
Thank you. Call of Cthulhu. Scylla. That's the name of the ship. Oh, that's the name of a different ship that I guess crashed.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Don't throw it on the fucking ship. Throw it in the water. or something.
Welcome to Darkwater
or like
Island.
put it out at least.
Why,
If you're
thank
gonna
you.
throw it somewhere.
So, what wind brought you?
Like, put it out in the water
Does the
and then
Hawkins case
throw it
mean
away
anything to
somewhere
you?
proper. Don't put it on the ship, because then it'll burn
A
the
sad
ship down.
story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
At least cigarettes
Nice
back
young
then
woman, and a
didn't
great
have
painter.
those
What a
asbestos filters to...
You know what? Go have a drink at
what's
the
it
Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds
pollute
a
the water.
surprise
That's
for
the
you.
word I was looking for.
As for me, you'll find me at the
It's
Harbor
mainly
Master's
just
office.
rolling paper.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Now, I know Call of Cthulhu is a book by H.P. Lovecraft, and I'm wondering, is this a different story, like, set with the same, like... I don't want to call Cthulhu the character, but because he's not the main character, he's like the main villain, whatever. Is it the same thing like that, or is it like the same story as the book? Because I've never read the book. I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know so that I can, okay. Oop. Game froze for a second there.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
I recognize that quote.
Gentlemen, please move back. Let the police do their work.
That's a big whale.
Hey, Sullivan.
What the fuck is crawling? Is that a fucking crab? Okay, that's a crab. Hang on, that's one of my secondary objectives. Let's see what's over here.
We go where we want. Hey, you'll get us into trouble.
You're already in trouble.
Come on, can't we sort this out? You can see he's half drunk.
There's nothing to sort out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
So you can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Come on, you bastard. You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly.
Were you
Hear
just
that?
threatening to puke on him?
You bilge rats don't scare me.
What did he call us just now?
I said you were a bilge rat. And even a pox.
There's nothing for you here either.
You think we don't
Beat
know
it.
what you're doing? Hidden in the fog?
Okay.
I'll shut up your...
Bye. Okay. We got three options. We can talk to the cop, go to the bar, or talk to the harbor master thing. What should we do first? Is there anything else to like explore over here? I don't see any of those little bubbles. I forgot I can run.
It's a
I'll talk to the cop
There's
first.
something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that...
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Jeez, I got too close to him. Sir, you need some moisturizer. Here, would you like some? Would you like some lotion? Okay. Let's go.
They
with
seem to
this.
be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me. These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36. Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're
Okay.
cops. They can't understand.
Let's see. Bar or Fitzroy? Let's go to the bar. I want a drink. Rude.
Hey, be careful.
Fucking love that. Ooh. Mommy?
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I don't
I'm
want
here for
fucking
information,
whiskey.
not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Well, fuck you too then.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
It's the lady in the corner, isn't it?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back,
He's got
sweating
like a
and stinking of the
really
oil
mixed
and
bag of
flesh of the whales
accents
they'd been
going
hunting.
on.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Do you like our song?
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
Wonder what year this
What
takes
report?
place.
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Let's see what. 1924.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Sir, what the fuck is on your arms?
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Let's see. The shanty. The 21st of May, 1847. The miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late Tuesday afternoon. Locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship to the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the bravest vessel had on board. A size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales. The cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special event at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Okay.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
Let's check over here. Ooh, what that? Fuck. Hi, pretty lady.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Okay.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
I'm gonna talk to him again. See if he says something different.
That's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high.
We'll do it again.
It's a book, after all.
The girl
Pure knowledge.
told her. She won't stop asking.
Sir, are you okay?
She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Oh, these are asylum staff. Oh, fuck, I can't talk to them.
Nightmares.
Nope, it's the same thing again.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Baker always free for the lady. Okay, so these are all their tabs, I guess. But I can't jump. I want to jump. Okay. Gonna go back down to the docks before I go up there, see if I can interact with anything down there. Ooh. What's this guy doing? Oh, he fishing. That's a lot of algae. How the fuck did you get down here? There's no ramp. I keep forgetting I can sprint. Oh, up to the harbor master. Ooh, what's around here? Oh, nice. Let's explore.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
The terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. Okay.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Let's close that door.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Ooh. Ah. Yes, the toilet. Great, I had to go.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Sperm whale. Can't read what the rest of them are.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Learning of medicine. Oh, bet. Roy Mitchell, age 55, occupation owner of the Stranded Whale Bar. Roy Mitchell runs the only bar in Darkwater. Prohibition has no hold on the Stranded Whale, and sailors come to seek the comfort of Mitchell's whiskey. The man, therefore, knows more than anyone the secrets and rumors that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting in the numerous trophies. Well, if the numerous trophies that decorate his establishments are anything to go by. The man will talk freely on this subject on which he is so keen, but he will be far less enthusiastic if one was to inquire about the source of his liquor. Places at that island of Darkwater. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. This is a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs, and with only one outlet to the sea. It's mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on this island that is still profitable is its medical institute. Darkwater Port. At the entrance to the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shell of the Scylla, the last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up there and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and the mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. The Stranded Whale, a bar where liquor is served with total impunity. It is the last thing I expected to find when I arrived on this island. The Stranded Whale is its name, and it's managed with an iron hand by the owner, a certain Mitchell, who does not tolerate troublemakers, and he fiercely protects the identity of his supplier. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there. I even saw what looks to be a truce between the bootleggers and the sailors. The miraculous catch is what the locals call the last catch of their whalers. In 1847, although whales were disappearing from the fishing zone of the Darkwater whalers, the crew of the Scylla made a gigantic and monstrous catch that saved the island from famine. They still celebrate this catch, and an article from the Times still decorates the bar. It's strange how the memory seems so alive, as if it was maintained by the survivors. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Okay, we already read that. And we already read that. Knowledge. Atlas of the Atlantic Islands. We already read that. Second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Okay, what is still... Oh, 1 character point available. That's what it is. 4 character points. 4, 6, 6. Okay, so I can add to these. Eloquence or psychology? Let's go with eloquence. Oh, wait. Validate. Okay. Let's look up here. It is fucking cold in my room. I'm gonna have to close the window.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of the ship. He has a wooden leg. Nothing in there. Why am I able to open it if there's nothing in there?
What a macabre souvenir.
It's his great-granddaddy's leg or something. It's the guy from the picture's leg. Oh shit, I've already been streaming an hour? Guess I'm having fun. Well, since I'm at an hour, I am going to take a short break so that I can close the window and get some tea. We're gonna take like a 5-minute break, okay? Be right back. are back. Everything looks good. Is the audio not working? I can hear it, but let me see, is Streamlabs picking it up? Yep, there we go.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
It's still too hot for this jacket. Okay.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Okay. Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Okay.
Broken.
I
This
just want
place
to ring the
seems half
damn bell.
abandoned.
Just let me ring the bell.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
His dad.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Oh, I already did that.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Nice.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
There's nothing else.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Oh, bet. I got another character point. Oh, what? He's only 45? Bruh. I thought he was like 60 or something. James Fitzroy is the captain of the Charybdis, the only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the harbor master's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him. The bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me in my investigation. Okay. In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. Okay. Get inside warehouse 76. 36. Fuck. I just gave you a blueberry. Leave me alone.
There's something coming. Something real bad.
That's a lot of blood.
These wounds. I know of no animal that could have inflicted them.
That's no way to treat an omen. Oh yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble.
This is warehouse 36, right?
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
What's the difference between a police officer and a private detective?
The badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal, there's nothing that sets us apart.
You think so?
We're looking for the same thing, you and I.
Okay, spare me the next verse. I'll tell you what I know. There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling around the docks. Then again, these guys panic at the thought of bringing a rabbit onto a boat, so...
I see.
And there are others who would like to use the warehouses for their goods.
Who are they?
Sorry, I really can't talk about them. You again?
No need to get work.
Oh. So I can't go inside this way. Guess I'll have to find a different way in. Hoodies.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Huh?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Who?
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's
Y'all
you,
can barely
our beloved
stand up.
statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Well, shit.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
I mean, you drink out of boredom.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
That's one reason to drink. Okay, so let's check out this statue. Who dis? Can I talk to you? No, I cannot. Can I talk to you? Watch it! Ooh, what's up here? I like exploring. Oof. Ooh.
There.
What's in here? Oh!
Hello, old friend.
Bottle of liquor. Oh, if I click the scroll wheel, I pull out my lighter. That's cool. Wonder why it didn't tell me that before. Oh, that's a weird language. St. Brendan Navigator.
Well...
Did you miss?
I've taken enough of...
Well, see...
Wonder.
Come on, you could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your... How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
Well,
I don't
you
give a
too,
damn
then.
about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Hang on. There it is.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Kat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh, yeah?
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Kat.
It's risky to question my word. I wouldn't like you to get cut with a certain Italian knife.
Okay. You've convinced us.
And it's she who sent
They
you?
fucking told it.
What do you want from us?
I thought I made it clear. I have to take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse.
Bet. Let's explore back here first. That's a lot of booze. That's a lot of booze. Holy shit. This many bottles of liquor is like within a bar sometimes. Oof. What's in here? Fucking hate having hiccups.
Let's see.
No?
Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf? Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Nut shot.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Why can't I move? Oh. What the fuck? Okay, the controls were being wonky for a second there.
Well,
did you miss it?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy.
You send us to take the... What's in it for?
What would convince you?
There's only...
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you.
Oh, achievement unlocked.
Cheers, you jackass. I don't feel well. Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
There's gotta be something else around. Can I go up this? No. Or maybe it was just me needing to distract them so I could get Cat and tell her that her boys are distracted again.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. Just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. Hey, Mitchell! A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, but I'll go with you.
Sounds honest.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Why the fuck are you so slow?
Okay. That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? What happened here? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks.
That's all fish guts.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Is that everything? Let's make sure there's no other things. Yep, that's everything. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Right here. Cat. Age 24. She's the same age as me! Boss of a gang of bootleggers, which seems to use Darkwater as a hideout. Cat always keeps an eye on her territory in the zone of abandoned warehouses on the docks. I have an impression that all the men on Darkwater fear her. Even Mitchell, the owner of the stranded whale, is reluctant to talk about her. She uses Darkwater as the point of departure for her cargoes of whiskey, and she is slowly gnawing away at Captain Fitzroy's territory. Okay. Hawkins Warehouse. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact the presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and painkillers and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connecting to the artist's life, a photograph and press cutting. But it is the discovery of a partially charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion that how do you know that? What? That allows all doubts to be lifted as to the link between contents of this building and their Hawkins case. I'm not going to be streaming for very much longer. I'm starting to get fatigued. And I'll cut it off at 2 hours, so we got 20 more minutes.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Hopefully I can get to the next chapter soon.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far,
excuse me.
this mansion?
Looks like this is the end of a chapter, so...
Look
maybe
behind
this
you,
is where we'll
at the
end
top
it.
of the ridge. You see the building?
Oh, that's far.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Yeah, perfect. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises, signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his search by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. That's a nice mansion. Okay. Let's get to the first save point in this. Who the fuck is hiding? Whomst the fuck?
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Just one more.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Okay. Game saved. So let's return to the main menu. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me on stream today. I'm really enjoying this game. Like, a lot more than I thought I would, surprisingly, and I fully intended to enjoy this. It's really interesting getting to explore everything. I'm going to end it here, and we'll see about streaming it more tomorrow, picking up Chapter 3 and potentially Chapter 4, depending on how long the chapters are. I'm going to try and do 2 a day, if I can. Anyways, thank you for joining me. This has been Supreme Unicorn God, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.